This is my story. It starts June 2023. I was getting ready. We were going out. We were going to be celebrating my son's birthday. We were going to be getting ready with and going out to celebrate at a local park with my parents and some other friends. And we got there, and all of a sudden it was like my legs didn't want to work. I couldn't get out of the car. I was panicking. I forced myself to get out, carry stuff up to the pavilion, and start getting ready. We got the tables all ready. We got streamers in the air and balloons and everything set up. And I just couldn't stop panicking. So I went back to the car and I sat in the car, and it was like my heart was racing. I couldn't breathe and I didn't know what was going on, and I just had to get out of there. So I told my wife she needed to take me home. People were there getting ready. She was upset with me not realizing what was going on. So she took me home and went back to the party. I climbed into the couch. Tears started rolling down my face. I was in a panic, dry heaving, going in and out of the bathroom, feeling like I was going to throw up. Eventually, I did throw up. I felt better, but I didn't feel 100%. I didn't know what was going on. A few minutes later, my phone rings, and it's my sister. Some of us talk about opportunity, some of us talk about coincidence, some of us talk about a higher faith. And to me, it was just happened to be that she was thinking about me and she called. Perfect moment. So we talk on the phone, and I break down and I realize I'm suffering from depression and anxiety. Two words that in our society a lot of men don't talk about. We're supposed to be strong, leaders of the family. We're supposed to just tuck our feelings in and hide. Well, recently I've come to realize that my story may help people, may help one of you, and that is why I would like to talk about this. So, after that, she decides my sister is going to help me find a therapist, a counselor, to just talk about some past things in history. And I'm going to get into that a little bit. When I was about 3 years old, I almost drowned. And so after that, I deal with fear of water. So when I washed my hair, quite often I would cover my face because I didn't like the feeling of water in my face. Have to keep it off my ears because that pressure sets me in a panic. I dealt with some family issues, feeling like I was disappointment, feeling like I wasn't worthy of certain people's love, feeling of guilt because the way that my brain works, and sometimes how I like to interrupt conversations or talk a lot, and just not feeling okay with who I am. So, through counseling, through therapy, I've worked through that. I've come to an understanding that the way my brain works can be a gift. I just have to sometimes think and see things through other people's eyes, which is hard for me to do. I have never been officially diagnosed, but many people I talk to believe that I am on the spectrum, and it makes sense. My son has been diagnosed with ADHD. I have my dad, who he and I quite often deal with similar things and these lengthy stories repeating ourselves. And the way my brain works, and sometimes you may notice this in videos, is that I kind of repeat through things, and I've tried to work through it. So there's a process of thinking through over and over and over again throughout the day what I want my video to be, and then sitting down and recording. It's called, for me, it's like being an editor for a newspaper or putting together a book. You write down your storyline and you may repeat it over and over again, and then you break down the redundant stuff and try to get it to the most concise information out there. So, I struggle with anxiety and I struggle with depression. Counseling has helped me get through it. Friends, family, fellow content creators, others sharing their stories has helped me get through it. So I hope that me sharing this story helps one of you. And if you need anything, please feel free to reach out, share your story, and just understand that when I take a break, it's because sometimes I am just dealing with the anxiety of life and the moments. Anxiety never fades, depression never goes away, but we learn how to cope. It's like we don't put a band aid on something and just ignore it. You have to learn how to slowly let it heal, but once it's healed, there may still be scars there. There may still be moments of relapse. For me, it's environmental. It's the puffs of air when walking in a store, when the fans kick on, triggering anxiety, making me feel warm. It's the lights flickering. It's the driving by and the sun is low and going through the trees and flickering and causing migraines and triggering anxiety. I also recently discovered that I have asthma, and part of that was pandemic induced. I had COVID a few times, and ever since then, my lungs have been messed up. I was on one type of inhaler, which is no longer available. Um, my doctor recently put me on Symbicort, and that has helped a lot. Breathing again has helped a lot. If you understand the human anatomy, you would know that if you can't breathe, it's going to set you in a panic. Also, if it's harder for you to breathe, your heart has to pump faster, your heart rate has to increase in order to get oxygen into your system quicker. Now that I have this inhalers, and now that I am better mentally and physically, I can get back to making content for you guys. My name is Michael Pepper of Michael Pepper Tech. I don't only talk tech, I live it. But I also live life. And so let me say it has been my pleasure to share this story with you. Thanks for watching. Please share, comment down below, and of course, subscribe for content like this, tech content, and just life in general. Peace, love, and thanks for watching.